Sometimes we feel lost inside. We make plans, we work hard. We try again and again, yet nothing seems to move. We look up at the sky in the quiet of the night and ask, why is this happening to me? Why does every road close just when I am ready to walk it? If you have ever felt that way, this story is for you, because sometimes what feels like a delay is actually protection, and what feels like a closed door may be a quiet blessing you cannot see yet. Once upon a time, in a small village resting between low hills, lived a young man named Eli. Eli was strong, quick with his hands, and full of dreams. He believed his life was meant for more than the narrow paths of his village. He dreamed of joining rich traders, traveling to far lands, and returning home with bags of gold. Every night, by the light of a small oil lamp, he drew his plans in the dust on the floor. "This is the road I will take," he whispered. "This is how my life will change." One early morning, filled with hope, Ali packed bread, water, and a small bundle of clothes. His mother placed a rough cloak over his shoulders and said, "May God keep you safe, my son." Eli smiled and walked toward the main road, his heart beating fast with excitement. But when he reached the river outside the village, his steps stopped. The old wooden bridge had broken during the night. The water rushed violently below, carrying pieces of wood away. Eli stood there in silence, his bundle heavy in his hand. "How can this happen today?" he whispered. Villagers came and shook their heads. "The bridge will take many days to fix," they said. Eli turned back and walked home slowly, feeling smaller with every step. That night, he lay awake, staring into the dark. "God knows I want a better life," he thought. "Why is the way closed?" Weeks passed. The bridge was repaired. Eli saved a few coins and prepared again. But just as he tied his sandals, his younger sister ran in, crying. "Father fell from the ladder," she said. Eli rushed outside. His father lay on the ground, gripping his leg, unable to stand. The healer came and wrapped the leg tightly. "He must not move for some time," the healer said. Eli looked at his bundle near the door, then at his father's face. His dream pulled him forward. His love pulled him back. After a long breath, he untied the bundle and placed it back in the corner. Day after day he stayed. He fed his father, carried water, and worked long hours in the fields. At night, he sat under the same oil lamp, but no plans were drawn in the dust now. Only quiet thoughts filled the room. "First the bridge," he murmured. "Now my father. Maybe heaven is against me." Months later, his father could walk again with a stick. Hope returned to Eli's heart. "I will try once more," he told himself. A caravan was coming near the village. One trader needed a strong helper and would choose someone at the crossroads. Eli's heart burned with new fire. "This is my chance." But on the morning he prepared to leave, he found his only donkey lying stiff and swollen in the yard. Eli knelt beside it, his hands shaking. Without the donkey, he could not reach the crossroads in time. He pressed his forehead against its side and whispered, "Why, God? Why do you close every door I try to open? Do you not see my effort, my hope, my pain?" His dream felt distant now, like a star hidden behind thick clouds. As the sun rose higher, Eli walked into the fields just to move his body. Near the edge of the land, an old woman named Dara bent over the soil. She lived alone and was known as a quiet, prayerful soul. She looked up and saw Eli's face. "Come here, child," she said gently. "You walk as if your heart is heavy." The words spilled out of Eli like water breaking through a dam. "I had a plan," he said, "not once, but many times. Every time I try, something breaks or stops me. I don't know if I am foolish or if heaven has turned away from me." Dara listened without interrupting, her hands calm in the soil. When he finished, she reached into her pocket and took out 2 small seeds. "Take these," she said. "Plant one seed on the rocky path where your feet pass every day. Plant the other beside the stream where the soil is soft. Then go home, live your life, and come back after some weeks." Eli did as she said. He pressed one seed into the hard path and the other into the dark, moist soil by the water. Days passed. Weeks followed. His anger slowly softened, though his heart was still confused. One cool morning, he returned to the field. The path was dry and cracked. The first seed was gone, crushed beneath many footsteps. Then he walked to the stream. There, a small green plant stood, bright and firm, swaying gently but rooted deep. Dara stood nearby, leaning on her stick. "Tell me what you see," she said. "One seed died," Ella replied. "The other lived. Why?" "Because the ground was ready," he said slowly. "There was water. There was space." Dara nodded. "You placed both seeds with the same hope," she said, "but only one place could hold their life. Sometimes our plans are like seeds on hard ground. We press them where we want them to grow, but the soil cannot hold them. Do you think the seed is bad because it did not grow on stone?" Eli shook his head. "No. Maybe," she said softly, "a wiser hand than yours is choosing where your life can truly grow. Sometimes closed roads are not against you. They are guiding you away from stone and toward softer ground you cannot yet see." Something warm settled in Eli's chest. From that day, he cared for the plant by the stream. He protected it, watered it, and cleared weeds. Seasons passed. The plant grew into a strong tree. Its branches spread wide. Birds rested there. Children played in its shade. Travelers stopped to sit and breathe. Eli built a simple shelter beside it and left water for strangers. People began to say, "Let us rest at Eli's tree." One evening, many years later, a large caravan stopped there. The leader was weak and sick. Eli offered water and bread. The man looked at the tree and said, "I have traveled far, but I have never found such a peaceful resting place. Care for this road and you will never lack." And so Eli's home was filled, not with gold, but with quiet abundance. Many nights, Eli sat under the tree, remembering the broken bridge, his father's fall, the lame donkey, and the small seed in Dara's hand. He no longer felt forgotten. He saw that every closed road had guided him here. Now, dear listener, if your plans are breaking, if doors are closing and you feel left behind, remember this. You may only see the hard path right now, but somewhere in your life, a seed is already growing in softer ground. What feels delayed may be protected. What feels lost may only be growing roots. Trust the season you are in. Sometimes the best paths are the ones we never planned, but were lovingly prepared for us all along. Thanks for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care.